attacks that can deal massive damage to attacks that can potentially kill you. This is a list of the top 10 melee abilities. Number 10. Dismember. This is a basic strength ability which requires level 14 to use. This is a damage over time ability which deals up to 188% weapon damage over the 6 seconds it is used. Number 9. Slaughter. This is a threshold attack ability which requires 2 attacks to use. It has a cooldown of 30 seconds, and when activated the player will cause their target to bleed for 100 to 250% weapon damage over 5 seconds. And if the target should move during those 5 seconds, they will suffer triple weapon damage. This makes it possible for the target to take up to 5,000 damage from this ability just by taking a step. Number 8. Flurry. This is a threshold attack ability which requires level 37 in order to use. It has a cooldown of 20 seconds, and by using this ability, the player will swing their weapons around, hitting all targets within a 3x3 area of the player. Each hit will deal up to 80% weapon damage to all surrounding foes. So if you are in an area where you are standing around a lot of high level enemies, I would advise not using this ability unless you like getting wrecked. Number 7. Forceful Backhand. This is the more powerful counterpart to Backhand. This is the threshold ability which requires 15 attack in order to use. This ability will stun the target for 3 seconds and deal up to 200% weapon damage. Number 6. Sever. This is an attack and basic ability which requires level 45. Sever is one of the hardest hitting basic abilities for melee, and it will also reduce the damage that your opponent deals by 5% for 10 seconds after its use. It has a cooldown of 15 seconds and deals 100% weapon damage. Number 5. Destroy. This is an extremely powerful strength threshold ability which requires level 37 to use. This ability, when activated, will hit the target 4 times for up to 188% weapon damage each. And during the whole time that this ability is activated, the person who's getting hit can't do a thing about it. It is possible to hit with prayers, overloads, etc. 8,500 with this attack. So this is pretty much the ability you want to use if you just want to destroy someone. Number 4. Assault. This is a threshold strength ability which requires level 55 to use. When activated, this attack will hit 3 times each, hitting up to 219% weapon damage. It is also possible with all the buffs and etc. to hit over 20,000 damage with this ability. But of course that is only if you're using the most OP stuff in the game. Number 3. Frenzy. This is an ultimate strength ability which requires level 86 to use. Now for this it will deal 100% weapon damage to your opponent every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. This ability is extremely good in PvP as it can be used to absolutely destroy your opponent. It also can be used in the duel arena during a no food movement and food duel to stun your opponent as well. Now this has been capped at 1,250 damage per hit as well. Number 2. Berserk. This is an ultimate strength ability which requires level 42 to use. When activated, 20 seconds, all your melee damage will be doubled against any enemy. But at the cost of this, you will be able to take 50% more damage from your opponent, which makes it a lot easier to be owned. But with this, with all the potions, rescue, and etc., with this ability, you can hit almost up to 10,000 with every hit of Assault. That's some poonage. And number 1. Balance Strike. This is a melee ultimate ability which requires level 85 attack to use. This ability is only accessible after the completion of the World Wakes quest. This can be a very dangerous ability to use. Let me explain why. You have to have a lower percentage health than your opponent to deal the difference to them in damage. If you have a higher percentage of HP than your opponent does, you take the damage, and if you do a successful hit on your opponent, you will also heal for half of the damage you dealt. So it is a potential that you can kind of poon yourself with this ability. So that is it for this countdown. If you enjoyed, don't forget to punch the like button, leave a comment down below, or subscribe. Also, most from it on my Twitter feed, which is going to be linked down below. Like always, last one to say, thank you so much for watching. I've been X-Lock, and I will see you in the next countdown.